The big old box goes down. Hello everyone, freaks, geeks, otakus alike. Welcome to Fig Ultra Reviews. I am Ryan, and today I am super stoked because today I have with me a Discord message. A figure probably the figure I've been most looking forward to out of any figure I've seen so far. Because as soon as I cast my eyes on this beautiful Hatsune Miku figure, I knew this was going to be one of my esteemed figures in my collection. Because not only do we get, of course, a Hatsune Miku figure, which is always a plus, and also because she's holding a guitar. Let's unbox her now. Let's free her from this box. Since it's around Thanksgiving time, I figured I would embrace the holiday season. So I'm going to unbox her with this turkey carver. There goes all my fingers, ladies and gentlemen. Not the sharpest. Anybody here a drumstick kind of person? I've never been into the drummies. I'm more of a breast meat kind of boy. Oh, I guess for anyone wondering, this big box is not just for this 1/7 figure. There's another goodie in here. Another figure that I plan to review. So if anyone wants to subscribe to my channel and watch more of my reviews and videos, you'll get a sneak peek of what may be coming in the future. Hint, it's an android. Who that is? Ooh, I like the little top layer here. It's like a little pillow. Let's go ahead and pull the Nendroid out first. Here she is. Again, let me reiterate, Zombieland Saga is an awesome anime. Watch it. And I'm that fell right in the trash can. That's just saying. Figures are trash. It's not what we came for today. We actually came for... Get out of here. Something even better than that. Loving this box right here. Oh my goodness. Gracious. Where's my billing at? It better be in here. They didn't give me a bill. Okay, here's the box, which I will do something better. It's a little dusty. So this is no normal Miku. It's a Bishoujo ReMIX. Ooh, what is that, you say? It's along the same vein as those horror movie. If you've seen those Bishoujo figures, there's like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a Beetlejuice version of her. I think they've done a few little My Little Pony versions of a character and then reconceptualized into like almost a totally different version. I guess the Texas Chainsaw is a dude, but now they made it into a girl, a very attractive girl to say the least. And they did the same with Miku. We have the illustrator Shunya Yamashito to thank for this remix version and probably a bunch of other remixes, which we will get into further into the review. This is actually my first Miku figure. It figures I'd pluck this one out of the bunch first. Okay, here's the box. Oh, we got her headphones and her design in the back with the little window. Bright pink background in the box. Very complimentary to the figure.
Hold up. NANI?
Yo, that's a big fucking spider.
Oh, hell!
To the no, 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 no. Hell, no, no. To the no, no. Hell, to the no, no. To the no, 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 no. Hell, to the no, no. To the no.
I did see someone comment that when their Miku arrived, her famous twin tails, one of them was snapped, so hopefully all mine come out intact. So far I'm like 0 and 30. No broken figures yet. Pesky tape getting in the way. There we go, that's how you do it. Wow, like right off the bat, like pictures don't do this figure justice. Of course, like the first thing I noticed other than the guitar was her, like the tails, man, her hair is killer. I even noted, like, I love some of the strands have transparency to them. You can see through them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start the review of Miku. Yeah, good enough. I don't feel like going any further with the rhymes. Let's go over the details. As I mentioned a minute ago, we can blame the illustrator Shunya Yamashita for these Bishoujo remix type figures. I haven't really paid much attention to the line before, but, you know, would catch them here and there. But now, looking at all these different figures, man, I am loving these designs. Not just because, well, you know, but the overall creativity that goes into these are amazing. It's a unique approach to collecting a series you love, and will definitely broaden your collection. If you want to flex a little. The horror movie remixes are my favorite so far. Did I ever think Edward Scissorhands would be turned into a sexy girl? Well, now I did. Didn't think I would be turned on by Beetlejuice. As you can see, this Miku here got the same treatment. She almost gives off a more mature vibe opposed to her poppy self. Well, there's a lot to take in, so we obviously gotta start with the best part first, which is that wondrous hair. Her trademark frosty green hair corkscrews as fluorescent pink highlights wrap and blend into the curls. A few loose strands wisp through the air as they're struck by the breeze. Wrapping those famous twin tails up are pastel violet, purple, and pink bows flowing in the direction of the wind. Dude, are those beats? Very clever design with the square holes for her hair to fit through. With her hair tightly braided back, her bangs lightly float around her face as she casually glares off into the distance. Her lips delicately part, which isn't really noticeable when looking at her from above. It's hard to show on camera, but even her eyelashes have pink highlighted tips, with their eyes reflecting the multicolored lights from the stage. Hatsune-chan alluringly saunters around the stage, strumming her guitar. She wears an off-white vest and coat with mint green piping, also digging the striped pockets and collar matching her ribbons. Her white button-up is held together by a bright blue tie with some yellow checkers, ever just so slightly diametrically contrasting her pink and green color scheme. Oh, those long frilly sleeves with ruffles are cool, which in turn match her skirt and those big old thigh-high / high-heeled boots. Loving that even the boots have some matching metallic paint on them. Oh, I guess it wouldn't be a complete review if I didn't show that. Not bad. Miku over here melting faces with her shiny metallic Telecaster style guitar. Its headstock looks like a vintage Squier Stratocaster headstock, and the pickguard resembles the style of a Dan Electro 67. Ooh, those heart stickers though. It has 22 frets on an all-ebony fretboard with pink inlays. There's single coil pickups on the neck and bridge. They even got the back plate for the neck joint. Hey, the pickup selector, volume knob, and toad knob too. Check it out. That's the kind of detail I go into on Fig Ultra reviews. Ever wonder why it takes me so long to put on a review? It's because I'm spending an hour researching fake guitars. Hey, shout out for the heart-shaped guitar pick. Check it out. Now let's shred on over to my likes and dislikes. Actually, I'm going to start with the dislikes first. You know why? 'Cause there ain't none. That's why. But I do have some gripes, / and or potential hazards. When I took it out of the box, she came pre-based, which I've never came across before. So I wanted to, well, take her off the base, you know, for the sake of it. And what do you know? I think she's permanently on there, or at least she was super snug on it, and it felt like if I pulled hard enough on it, something would snap. So if you really want to find out, I'll just let y'all try removing her. Another potential hazard is the strings on her guitar. Did I mention they're actually little nylon strings, not just painted on laziness? You can play them, except I don't know what chord she's playing. but I can see another potential hazard where maybe years from now, where they attach, age can wear down on the glue and they can pop off like she broke a string. Or maybe some shaking or jaunting around in the packaging could dislodge one or something. Or your ADD and strumming them with your fingers can snap them. My last gripe or hazard is her twin tails. I mentioned earlier someone had said one of them snapped off on them, and I can kinda see how that may have happened. It almost looks like they're pegged into her head. With some shimmying around, I noticed they can just very slightly twist, so be careful not to twist or bump them. They do seem sturdy and well attached, on par with everything else on the rest of this figure, so be mindful and handle her with the utmost due diligence, as you should with any Queen Miku, saving the likes for last. Now I could just take the easy route and say this whole goddamn figure is a masterpiece, but what kind of review am I putting my name on here? Those cheeks! Those two. But her face is what makes this figure so stunning. Totally reconfiguring a universally loved idol from what we know her as can be a slippery slope, but this almost kind of mature adult proportioning adds a captivating mystique to her. Next, her colors. That paint detail is phenomenal. Do I even gotta go over how majestic her locks are? She's got that cotton candy swirl. The bangs are dope, even how some of the single strands are translucent on the ends, just oomph. Her color scheme isn't the most elaborate overall, it's mostly just pink, green, and black, but the coordination between them makes the figure just seem full and easy on the eyes. Props to the little lace thingies under the boots and sleeves for some added texture. I actually like the tie for its off-kilter color, and even bigger props for making it part of the figure instead of just having it tucked under her vest or sitting straight down. All the colorful reflections in her eyes are great too. Hell, the little hexagons on the base are cute. Her guitar playing is stupefying with the way she elegantly caresses the body and strums the strings. And good job on actually adding a strap! They even added the belt latch for adjusting the height. I've seen countless shows or games where the guitar is hanging out and just floating there. Play guitar while you're standing like that. Go ahead, I dare ya. See how hard it is. I'm looking at you, Rockman. Well, I could go gushing on this figure forever, so let's just move it on over to the ratings section of this review. Whew, here we go. We got 3 categories to rate her in today. So let's start with photographability. Of course, it's hard to miss that stunning face of her, and at first I wasn't sure about the open mouth like that, but with looking over the whole figure, I think it just adds that subtle touch, which adds that fullness I was talking about earlier. Everything just flows perfectly. And speaking of flow, the added wind effects adding some more aura and presence. It's great that she's actually interacting with the guitar rather than just standing there with it in her hands, kind of like another figure I might have pre-ordered. Having the angle of her head slightly buried into her shoulder, tilted and turned to the side, adds a ton of dynamics to the posing. For some reason, she just looks awesome from a little downwards, almost like you're looking up at her from the stage. The way it looks like she's walking around and holding her guitar up makes it seem like she's a master at playing, and I can totally picture her on stage shredding a mind-bending solo to a totally captivated audience. Lastly, I love her hair's got some sheen to it, which reflects the light very nicely. Next category is quality. Our homies at Kotobukiya absolutely nailed this one. She's got the solid weight to her that makes her feel, well, high quality. I can't find anything wrong with her, guys. I busted out the magnifying glass and to no avail, nothing. There's no bleeding or runny paint, no sculpting issues or molding errors. Everything is proportionate. The backs of her knees have shape to them. Hey, all her parts are seated properly. Wait, stop the presses. Hold it right there. We got something, boys. Back of a guitar, that ain't right. Only guitars with a tremolo or whammy bar system would have a backing plate on it. It's how you adjust the springs and retention. Take it back, I don't want it. Last category, does she rock? Fuck yeah, she rocks. Did you think I was gonna give her anything else? A 5 out of 5.
Rock and roll! Let's roll!
Okay, my final thoughts. I don't know, I think this, as of right now, this might be my favorite figure in my collection. It would be awesome to have the rest of the Vocaloids in this series as well. If you're a collector of Mikus, then I think this one will definitely spice up your collection. She's always been known for having a cartoony, bubbly look to her and personality, and this one completely offsets that persona by making her an absolute badass. And I love it. I say this every time, but thank you so much for watching my video today and hanging out with me. I had a blast playing guitar and checking out probably one of my favorite figures in my collection now. So as I always say, much love, you're the best, and I'll see you later.